fellow Cybertronians. Me Grimlock welcome you to channel. Today our reviewer is Ian, and we're gonna be looking at Big Yellow Grimlock brother. Okay, so here we have the Transformers Legacy Evolution G2 Universe Leader Class Grimlock. And while I'm not usually a fan of recolors or redecos, but this is one I was very interested in because it's Grimlock, one of my favorite Transformers ever, and this color scheme is what I feel like something that is really unique to the character. So the story goes that this color scheme is based off some unused G2 artwork, basically a tiger stripe Grimlock color scheme. And yeah, it was never made into an actual figure. So this is the first time we are going to actually see Grimlock in this color scheme, which is something I'm really excited for. So let's get this guy open up and have a look at it. And here we have the G2 Toxic Universe Grimlock out of its packaging, and man, this guy is yellow. It is so awesome. I really love this color scheme. The shiny teal blue color, purple pants, all that yellow. It's really good looking. So this is a straight up recolor from the Studio Series 1986 movie Grimlock that we have gotten quite a while back. So in terms of the sculpt, there is nothing new, but yeah, this is his robot mode. Articulation wise, it's all the same. Let's move outwards all the way around. You can move the wings out of the way if you need to. Wings can move back and front, up and down, and also wrist swivel. Head, ball joint, legs, the usual. Waist swivel, no ab crunch. Knees can bend about this much without anything popping out. Can do a super kick and super kick backwards. So ankle tilt, some heel movement just for some extra balance. But yeah, that's about it for articulation for this guy. It's what you expect, just as what we have gotten before. So yeah, this is the robot mode. Transformation is the same as the previous Grimlock. So we'll start by removing his weapon, fold in the arms. This gap in his arms is still here. Unplug his chest, bring it downwards, fold in the head. I'm gonna leave this out at the moment and work on his legs. Flip up the back portion of his legs, take out the tip of his tail, then fold down his heels and fold the leg all the way up. Do the same for the other leg, fold it all the way up, get them to tab in together, and then can fold these two parts to form his tail. Right? Make sure everything is aligned and tapped in together. just mix his tail. Next is tab in his chest, straighten his legs. Now his legs can articulate backwards to form his knees. So position it however you like. Then we can finally bring down his head, close up his body, make sure everything aligns, and tab in together. And here we have Grimlock in his Dino mode. Alright, so in Dino mode, articulation is at his head. We can turn his neck, legs. It's basically the same as the original color, Grimlock. Here's a knee joint. And his arms, we can also, just like the original figure, store the gun on his back. And yeah, that's about it for articulation. Okay, this is where we're going to start the criticism of this model. So I like this figure. I like this figure a lot. I really do enjoy the bright color scheme. But this is what I have to say about the downsides of this figure. And we'll start with the biggest one, the stripes. Okay. My biggest gripe with this figure is the stripes, basically. If you look at it, it starts from his tail, and that's about it. The rest of his upper body does not have a single amount of stripe on it. So basically, aside from the tail, he's a yellow dinosaur, right? The stripe design is less than half of the figure, which is really, really disappointing. Considering I think that the stripe design is the main hook for this recolor. Next, we're going to talk about the neck. Yep, I think the neck is really awesome to have the translucent plastic, much like the original G1 design. The Studio Series Grimlock does not have a translucent neck, so yeah, this is really cool. But I really do wish that it was blue translucent or the teal translucent instead of more yellow, right? Because this figure is so yellow already that orange translucent neck kind of blends in together with the rest of the figure. Right? It makes it look like it has less detail. Let's get him into robot mode. I have more to say. Okay, so my next gripe with this figure is the chest. Right? So if you look at the chest, yeah, you will notice there is a sticker here, and the reason is because behind that sticker, if you look really closely, you can see the Autobot insignia. So basically, because Toxictron and his gang is not part of either Decepticons or the Autobots, so to get rid of the insignia, they just pasted a tiny sticker over it. And it feels kind of lazy. I really wish they could have, done something better with that. And since this is a recolor, I was really hoping that some of the issues with this figure would be fixed. But unfortunately, the gaps in the arms, the giant gaps, are still here. This is really ugly. I always feel that for leader class figures, there should not be any gaps in the arms. Just put a panel that you can flip close these sections. It's not something difficult that you can do, but for some reason Hasbro just decides not to do that with some of their figures. And other than that, the last thing I would like to complain about is the weapon. In the original Studio Series Grimlock, we got the blaster, and for this guy, we get the blaster again. I really wish they could have given us maybe the sword or something different. Even the blaster is the same black color, They didn't put any sort of paint on top of it. Yeah, basically nothing's changed. So we basically just got the same blaster again, despite the whole figure being a recolor. So yeah, my overall review of this figure is that this alternate color scheme really does wonders for the figure. It is the only and the biggest upside to purchasing this guy, but it still feels like buying this guy has sort of a bitter aftertaste in the fact that it feels like a really lazy recolor of the original Grimlock by Hasbro. I really wish that they would have done something extra to improve on the original design, but as usual, we don't get any of that. Basically the simple recolor of the movie 86 Studio Series Grimlock. But anyway, if you like the color scheme, I would say, yeah, this guy is worth getting. I'm definitely going to complete the Toxitron collection because I really do enjoy the neon colors of the figure. Okay, so that's about it for my review. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe and all that. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!